Well, good morning. I'm just going to jump right in this morning with the title and blurb and get going here. Loyalty and diversions from human values. This morning's prayer and meditation session was another weird one. It was very difficult for me to maintain my focus. It was as if my mind was being diverted to my feelings about baseball free agency, specifically the San Francisco Giants' third baseman's bolt to the Boston Red Sox. I've always been against free agency in sports, mainly because it shows a lack of loyalty. I had a conversation with the ambassador yesterday about the importance of loyalty. It had nothing to do with sports. It had to do with the quality of one's character. When I saw this and pondered it some, I realized yet again how lacking in character many humans are. How many of us sell out to the highest bidder in terms of money, rather than maintaining loyalty to human values that are priceless. All right, I typed the wrong word there. I was doing dragging naturally speaking in my blurb. No, in there put a capital, and I don't just want it to be a lowercase. All right, I'm ready to go. Yeah, it was strange this morning. Now, when I do my prayers, I picture the trouble spots in our world because I want to give recognition to what's wrong with the world and say, God, here's my eyes. I'm looking at this. I want you to see it. I don't want you to turn your back on it. I don't want you to ignore it. I don't want you to deny it. Look at this. Look at the suffering that your children are experiencing. I know this is probably totally opposite of what most spiritual practitioners do. I mean, we want to focus on what we want, not on what we don't want. I'm just the opposite. I'm the paradox man. And I focus on the things that are wrong with the world because I want them fixed. And I don't believe we can fix problems by ignoring them. I think that is one of the most heinous teachings and indoctrinations and programming, mind control programming things that's ever come about in the history of the planet. I think it's exactly the reason why we are in such a dilemma as human beings on this planet. Because our values have been distorted. We value individual peace rather than collective peace, as if each one of us is an island unto ourselves, which is the whole thing of separation. We separate ourselves from the whole and think somehow we're special. We're the unique one. We're the one that deserves more than other people. We deserve something that other people don't deserve because if they're experiencing bad things, it must be because their karma is bad. Well, somebody posted a thing yesterday. I should have put this up on the, I don't have it. Anyway, that karma is over. And it's on my Facebook page. I don't know how long it would take me to scroll down and see it. It's, let's see. What is it? Yeah, I think here it is. So the stand down code is no longer working, and the archons are terrified. Was the thing that was posted, and it's quite interesting. I actually quoted part of it and posted it again on Facebook. Let's see if I can find that. And back up. Nope, I can't find it. It's okay. Anyway, as I was doing this practice of sending energy to the people in my life that are going through tremendous challenges, whether it's health or financial, and many of it is financial. All of it is emotional and spiritual, no matter what other level it's touching. It's all emotional, spiritual, because that's the feeling, that's the essence of the whole thing, is in our emotional and spiritual bodies, not our mental bodies. Our mental bodies, we can turn things around, and I'm trying to focus, and my mental body is being turned around to Panda, the third baseman of the Giants, who just, as I said, announced yesterday that he was going to take the highest bidder with the Boston Red Sox. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that, but I don't like the whole American League because they have designated hitters. But I also don't like this free agency thing. When a city's team, their star, reaches free agency status, and they sell out to the fans of that team, I think that, like, Willie Mays stayed with the same team. Well, I guess he did play with the Mets a little bit toward the end, or did he? I don't remember. But in any case, I like loyalty. Loyalty is a value that's important to me, and my friend Margie always said she appreciated how loyal I was. And she and I talked yesterday on the phone, and she was surprised that I actually, even though I was upset with her, I still went and set up the workshop and went to take down everything and break down the setup and put things back to the normalcy of the room. She was surprised, but she shouldn't be, because I am loyal. I'm a dog in the Chinese astrology, and dogs are very loyal pets. And I'm a very loyal friend. I'm loyal to my friends. Loyalty is important. I'm loyal to my values. I do not value myself above others. And I trust that people will understand where I'm coming from. When I say I don't want to be happy, I don't want to be rich, I don't want to be powerful until I can empower and enrich my brothers and sisters. I want to rise with my brothers and sisters, not alone. Not alone. I don't want to be above anybody. I don't want to be special. I don't want to be the important one or the unique one, as the ambassador always says. That's not my value. My value is to love and show compassion and be there for those that are hurting and want the system that hurts them to stop hurting them. I don't know how many people get this, but this is my loyalty. This is my loyalty. And it manifests in how I, like as the ambassador said, it showed tremendous loyalty for me to go back and help Margie and support her. Even when she wasn't supporting me, I was still there to support her. Why? Because we've been friends for over 20 years. 21 years in January since I met her. And the ambassador is very loyal to the Red Dragon. He sits in those Bible classes, and he doesn't believe what the Red Dragon is teaching. It doesn't have to do with agreeing with the Red Dragon's beliefs. It has to do with the Red Dragon's friendship. It has to do with the fact that the Red Dragon has supported the ambassador. And the ambassador gives back support as a loyal friend. That's what friends do. That's the importance of loyalty. And Margie did tell me that she has, through all of this, changed her position, and that if I needed help and support again, she would support me, even if she disagrees with something that I'm doing. She understood, finally, the value of loyalty. You don't turn your back on a friend because you disagree with them on something. And that's just the reality. Now, I'm also dealing with guilt trips about this artist lady, because I wanted to help her. But she became so overbearing in my world that I had to withdraw. And I even had to withdraw what I said that I was going to do. I was going to let her have an audience on my channel at least once to explain her point of view on something. Maybe I'll go back and I'll change my mind on that. I don't know, but I don't like her. I mean, she's never been my friend. She's someone who appeared out of nowhere and started making demands on me, basically. Within a day or two, she was making demands, expectations of what I needed to do to help her. And I don't play well in that game. And I look at the world, and I look at how many people in Western culture think that the value is how much money can I get for it? What is it going to cost me? What's the price? What am I going to get out of it? Everything is me, 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 me. It's all about me. And I think in terms of us. It's all about us. Are we going to be finally liberated from the control grid of the matrix? That's my goal. That's my intention. That's my value that I'm putting out. I mean, I see every soul as valuable. There are no useless eaters. I'm not a damn conservative that doesn't care about people and call myself a Christian or even a spiritual person. I mean, this whole idea of not valuing everyone is sick because we don't understand that we're interconnected. We don't see the web of life. We don't see how our decision today is going to affect our children tomorrow. And if we don't make different decisions than what we've been making, if we don't get back to loyalty to the human family, we're going to not have future generations because they will no longer be able to exist on this planet. And I think that's the reality that I see. And it's the reality that I want to avert. And I want to avoid that reality. I want to avoid the cataclysm. I want to avoid all of the catastrophes that have been prophesied and predicted. But we're going to need those cataclysms and catastrophes if we don't get our act together, which means recognizing that we are our brother's keeper and our sister's keeper, and that love and compassion are the only way. It's not a liberal thing to be loving and to have a heart of love. It's a necessary thing, and it's the essential because it's who we are, who we were created to be. I rail at God for not supporting the human family, for allowing the suffering to continue, and mostly the lies, mostly the distortions and the fraud that is so rampant on our planet. And people don't have any loyalty to one another, not any loyalty at all. They don't care. And this is what hurts me, and it's what makes me feel very sad. It's what makes me want to throw in the towel, because I try so hard to get people to see the importance of sticking together, the importance of letting our voice be heard, the importance of getting back to what is truly compassionate, what is truly valuable, getting back to that, even if, well, maybe we've never really been there, I don't know. But we're certainly not there as a human society in this generation, in today's world. And it saddens me. It saddens me. Yes, baseball free agency and free agency in general in all sports, that's a diversion. Sports are a diversion. That these people should be paid, some of them more in one day than many people earn in an entire year. And I'm not talking about in third world countries. I'm talking about in the United States. Some of these people make more per day than the annual salary of many Americans. And it's sick. It's sick that our values have become so distorted and that we don't see a problem with it. It's just the way it is. Well, it's not the way that I want it to be, because I have values, and one of them is loyalty to my brothers and sisters, and it's loyalty to the God that I believe is love, and it's disloyalty to a God of control, a God of avoidance, a God of denial, the God of the world, who has allowed such heinous things to take place on our planet. And I want a world that works for everybody. And I'm loyal to that vision, and I'll be loyal as long as I have breath, because that's who I am. That's my character. What's yours? Namaste.